Hello, beautiful people of the internet. This is the car that we've all been waiting for. The all-new 2025 Toyota Ativ. And the variant we have right here is the 1.5 HEV. So, let me address the elephant in the room because I'm sure all of you are curious. And yes, the Toyota Vios is here to stay. So the Toyota Vios will have their own variants, while this one will have the E variant, the G variant, and the HEV variant. Now, between the variants, there's going to be, similarities and differences. So with that being said, let's talk about the powertrain. For the other variants, they're going to have 1.3 and 1.5 liter naturally aspirated engines, while this one also has a 1.5 naturally aspirated engine, but with a hybrid system, giving out 111 PS of total system power and 121 Newton meters of total torque output. And this engine will be working with a CVT. The HEV is going to be the highest trim in the Toyota Ativ lineup. And let's start out with what you get in the exterior. Here at the front, we have an all-new front bumper, front grille design that's very, very similar to the new Toyota Camry that is for sale right now. And together, it comes with LED headlights with day-running lamps. And then here on the side, right down here, if you look closely, I was told that this is called a pontoon. Basically, it's an air vent that's actually functional. So if you reach your hand over there, you're going to feel that there's an air gap that actually controls the aerodynamic of the all-new Toyota Ativ. And then, you're going to be observing, because the specs will be out by the time this video is posted, Nix, how come this gets R16 wheels versus the R17 wheels of the G variant? And I talked with the Toyota people and they told me, apparently, this R16s and with this set of tires, this is the most efficient and the least emissions that the Toyota Ativ will be getting. So as you can see, Toyota is very particular that they want this car not only fuel efficient, but they want the least amount of emissions. And this tire and wheel setup is able to achieve just that. And when you get the HEV version, it's going to be in a two-tone color. So it's black on the top and then the body color on the side. And here at the back, we have this nice swooping fastback design that incorporates this very subtle ducktail as not a spoiler exactly, but it's a very wonderful shape that adds to the sportiness of the Toyota Ativ. And with that, we have wonderfully laid out LED tail lights. And then, of course, here we have the HEV logo. And down here, we have this nice rear bumper with a diffuser and also airflow pontoons here that really control the aerodynamics of this vehicle. And before I forget to mention, now that we're at the rear and before we go inside, if the other two variants, the E and the G, come with ventilated front discs and drum rear brakes, this one, it being an HEV, you get ventilated front brakes and solid discs for the rear. Now, with the exterior out of the way, let's go inside and see what it offers the driver and the passengers. So now we're inside the Toyota Ativ, and if you're going to notice, there actually feels like there's a lot more room here compared to the Toyota Vios. So interestingly, when you compare the Toyota Vios to this in terms of size, there's really very little difference, with around 5 to 10 millimeters, this one being longer, wider, higher. But when it comes to wheelbase, the Toyota Ativ has 70 millimeters worth more of wheelbase, meaning that they're able to stretch the legroom here inside the vehicle. With that being said, let's talk about what the Toyota Ativ offers. We'll go through the dashboard and everything from left to right, top to bottom. So let's start with the instrument cluster. So when you look at it visually, it feels like a complete digital instrument cluster. But they actually did some design trickery which actually pulls off so well. Flanking more to the left side, you have a 7-inch digital instrument cluster which has the Charge Eco power dial and has all the information you need. So the average kilometers per liter, range, all that stuff. And then here on the right side, it has, that calculator digital LCD with the fuel and the speed. That's there on the right side. So when it comes to the instrument cluster, it feels like a full digital display. And you can see Toyota really mastered the art of putting things together so well. And then here at the center, with the other variants, the E and the G, it comes with a 9-inch infotainment system. And so this, with being top of the line, comes with a 10.1-inch infotainment system with wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. And then down here, you have the climate control. And then you have USB ports, one for charging, one to connect to the car. And you get a wireless charger down here. And then for the HEV, it comes with an electronic brake hold, while the other variants come with a lever. So if you're more of the classic type, at least you know that there are other variants that have that. And then exclusive to the HEV variant, there's an EV mode button here on the left side, which I prefer over here in the center. It makes this so much cleaner looking. And then you have your center console box over here, and a nice little shelf where you can put your coins, your wallet, and your little knickknacks here for storage. And then as for the seats, the HEV comes in leather while the others come in fabric. So as far as the fit, the finish, the materials used in the Toyota Ativ, you can really see for the subcompact market, it has clearly raised the bar, especially here on the HEV model. What comes exclusive with the HEV is Toyota Safety Sense. For the other variants, it may not be getting the Toyota Safety Sense like the HEV, but all Toyota Ativs will be coming with a full host of safety features. It's going to be a list, so I'll put them right here. Now with that out of the way, let us now go check out the rear seats. So now we're here in the second row, and like what I said a while ago, the Toyota Ativ has a longer wheelbase and it's a pretty good margin. And you can see it is now paying off because I'm a 6-foot guy and I have this to my setting, so it's almost all the way back. And you can see that there is a good amount of legroom over here, around 3 to 4 inches, which is the additional that the wheelbase gets. And when it comes to equipment, it's not as grand as the front, but it's very reasonable for passengers at the back. You have map holders over here. And finally, you have aircon vents for the passengers here at the back. And for this variant, you actually get 2 charging USB-A ports here at the back. And one thing I really like about the design of the Toyota Ativ this time around is the cup holders are well positioned here at the side. The back of the Toyota Ativ is very impressive. So before we part ways with this video, I'll show you how the trunk of the all-new Toyota Ativ looks like. So here, Toyota was kind enough to provide a regular sized umbrella, so I'll be able to show relative measurements of the trunk of the Toyota Ativ. So for how long the trunk is, you can see, you can fit perfectly a full umbrella. And then here on the side, if I lay the umbrella, there's a good amount more space here. And then when it comes to the height of the trunk, it is almost half an umbrella. When it comes to trunk space, as you can see, for its footprint size, there's a whole lot of space that the Toyota Ativ offers. So that's pretty much it of everything you need to know about the all-new Toyota Ativ. So put on the comment section down below, what are the things that you like? What are the things that you're looking forward to? And what are the things that you want to know, because we'll be test driving this car for a full review soon. Until then, I'm Nick Scalanok and you're watching CarGuide.PH.